In this demo, we will see how to create a blob and a storage account. If we want to upload a blob, we will need to have storage account, so it will be our first step. For it, we will need to find a service that is called storage account. Use the plus button to create a resource as we did in previous demos. We'll select create. And we will need to provide the information about subscription and resource groups. We can use the resource groups that we created during our VM creation. And after that, we will need to provide a storage account name that is global and unique. Also, it will be informed in this info box. So the name must be unique across all existing storage account names in Azure. It's very important, otherwise you can't create a storage account. So I will create one. No contoso with Alexandra. Long name to be sure that it's a unique one. And it works now, you see. I can continue. I will keep the same region that is close to me. And I can also select performance. Is it standard or it's a premium one that I would like to have? If I need a low latency, I will go with standard. And I will need to select redundancy option. I have all redundancy options that we discussed: LRS, GZRS, ZRS, and GZRS. I will select LRS, it is less expensive one, and I'm using the storage account just for a demo. I have also different advanced options for security that you don't need to know to pass 18900 exam, but you need to know that you have extra feature if you want to enhance your security. After that, we have networking. I will keep by default that I want to have a public access from all networks, but if I want to have access just from selected specific virtual network, I can select it here, or if I want that just some IP addresses can access my storage account, I can also modify it on this page. We have a data protection option that is very interesting because we have a soft delete. Soft delete means if I delete some element or some blob, it will be kept for 7 days in my trash bin. So by default, it's 7 days, and it helps to protect the data from accidental deletion, for example. And if you want, you can modify the number of days on this page. We have also encryption. If I want to go, for example, for custom manager keys for encryption, no worries, again, it's a bit out of scope of 18900, but you have those advanced options here. We have tags as we had them on previous resource creation, and in the end we have review, and we can create our storage account. Let's hit create, starting the deployment, and usually it will take 1-2 minutes to create your storage account, and after that we can go inside and create our container to add a blob inside. So deployment is in progress. Let's wait a bit. Wonderful, our resource is created. Let's go to our storage account. So here we have an overview, and as well we have data storage with 4 different options that we saw on our deck: containers, file shares, queues, and tables. For blob creation, we will need to use containers, so we'll select in data storage containers and add a new container via our plus button. Let's select a container and provide a name to it, 18900. And we have different public access level: private, no anonymous access, blob, anonymous read access for blobs, or containers where we give anonymous access for read to our containers and to our blobs. I will use a private one, and if I want, I can also set up encryptions extra capabilities in advance, but for the simple demo, I will just select a private public access and create my container. After, I can go inside of my container and upload a blob inside. I will browse for files. Here I have one blob that I prepared, and I will click upload. So we have successfully uploaded our blob, and now let's say we want to share it. I have an URL link here to my blob, but if I would like to share with some external users, as it's in private access, I will need to generate a key. You see, I have here a SAS. So if I would like now to share it with someone out of my organization to see this image, I will use generate SAS, and I can provide just-in-time access to my blob in private access. So it's very important to select the permissions. I will give just read access to this blob and select when I'm giving access, and I can generate a SAS token to have temporary access to this image outside of my organization. And to test it, let's open new in private tab and try to access our image. And here we have a beautiful statement: keep calm and configure Azure. It's what we're learning together today. So thank you for your attention to this demo. We saw together that we need first to create a storage account. After that, we will create a container and upload blob inside, and we can share it thanks to SAS for a specific amount of time. Thank you for your attention. Let's come back to our presentation.